Alright guys, so we have a new patch for Evocati, and we also have some theories as to when 3.9 will go live, or will go to Wave 1, sorry I should say. Star Citizen Discord leaks, and obviously I'll put a link in the description below, so obviously feel free to go and jump into the Discord if you want the information. They have said that they've heard, and this is a report, so take it with a grain of salt. They've heard that there's not going to be a 3.9 this week. But they also said today that they've also heard from CIG has been reaching out to YouTubers, the French community, that saying that it might be this week. So we're not quite sure there. It's missed signals. What I think is going to happen is we will get 3.9 to Wave 1 early next week. That is what I think is going to happen, and this is what I've actually said in my video that was uploaded, I think, yesterday or the day before, whatever it was. So yeah, at the end of the day, I don't expect 3.9 this weekend. If it comes out, it'd be great. If not, Tuesday my day, because I'm in Australia, so we're a day ahead, or 18 hours ahead, or Monday for the Americans is probably when I suspect it. And I do have some theories as to why. That they're working on desync issues. Which is obviously great. And they have said in here in the notes that we're investigating issues with desync where the one client sees something entirely different from another. PM videos for the above settings active to BAIOR dash CIG. So I'll say that again. BAIOR hyphen CIG showing any encountered desync. So they're obviously actively trying to fix this desync. So yeah, guys, that would be my theory as to what's happening with 3.9. I'm expecting it early next week. That said, I thought it was going to come out, middle of March. So, I could be wrong. Like I say, I'm a YouTuber, take it with a grain of salt, but that's what I'm suspecting. That'll give them a few days to go through and investigate this desync issue. Now, apart from that, we do obviously have a patch which has a lot of bug fixing in it. So CIG have not been sitting around on their collective butts, not doing anything. They've been very hard at work, and this patch, look, if they didn't have the desync, this would be probably a live patch. There is bugger all that they have for bugs at the moment because they've basically just nailed everything. But let's jump into it. Testing focus, Espra Prowler. Contact and party system update, Caterpillar missions, ship missions, new Babbage and Microtext moons, personal interactive system, mining is the volatile cargo and mining consumables, prison systems and actor status systems. Known issues, all Platinum Bay outlets are missing ASOP terminals. And, we still have Dumpers Depot, so it's not a big thing, but it still needs to be fixed. It's possible to get the contact notification window stuck behind the main menu, and being a large party causes markers not to display correctly when inside ships. So really, the ASOP terminal and the notification getting stuck behind the main menu, that is a problem that needs to be fixed. The large party markers is obviously a problem, don't get me wrong, but it's not game breaking that's going to stop it from going to PTU for Wave 1. Features and locations. Area 18 is now purchasable food on some food carts. Place comm arrays around planets and moons to restrict their monitoring radius. AI NPCs such as mission givers and shopkeepers now should correctly sit and interact with their usables. The Refinery Kiosk at Port Olisar, Levski, Lawville and Area 18 and Grimhex now use the generic Refinery UI. The trade kiosk at Port Olisar now uses the Port Olisar branded UI, which is really, really good because it got a little bit confusing. Hopefully they have a different window or a different UI for the refineries than they do for the trade. If you go to like Port Olisar, for example, they were very similar and got a little bit confusing, especially for new players, but anyway. Gameplay. Added the warning pop-up messages for entering the PU alone when in a party. All PU purchasable items should now be available to rec or rent. Added a pad ramming fine. Sound effects pass on the update front end menu. Lowered the opacity the see-through effect of the offline friends icon. All members and contacts on the comms link tab in the mobiGlas should now probably differentiate from the AI. Don't know what that means exactly, but anyway, mining consumables are no longer restored after an insurance claim. Also added cargo jettison option to the mining pit wheel. Player status information will now be shown when pit menu is active. Polish for prop eating sound effects. Significantly reduce the time it takes to hack an individual infraction. Killing security will no longer double up on crimes for assault and murder. Updated and fixed the title ship name for the Price of Freedom mission. Sound effects. Sound effects polish for the Tavaran ship weapons. And they've also added a Prowler co-pilot seat to have access to the remote turrets. Adjusted the brightness of the cargo warning lights for the Prospector and the Mole. And updated the thruster overheat audio. Now, bug fixing. And there is a lot. I mean a lot. So let's just jump straight into it. Fixed an issue causing transport service beacons not to function. Players should no longer clip through the roof of the Mantis when getting up from the bed. Blue boxes should no longer appear across the pilot's cockpit glass of the Anvil Hurricane. Prowler turret weapons should now be able to be changed. Fix the name of the Aspera cannons in shops so they no longer incorrectly name Tarantula GT870 Mark 1. Fix the Cutlass red weapon rack in a thought, text not displaying in the correct location. Orange hue over the cockpit exterior should no longer appear after the Prowler appearing on the Prowler. Fixed an LOD issue for the Reliance, causing visual holes in the ship when viewed from above. Fixed an issue with the Carrack cargo pods that were causing players to fall through the floor near the lower lift. Fixed an issue causing the blue dot reflections to appear on the cockpit glass of the Aurora ships. Fixed multiple replace me textures appearing around the exterior of the Prowler. Ship's destruction VFX fire from the Terrapin and Valkyrie should no longer continue to play after the ship debris has despawned. Fixed a blue texture replacing on the wheels landing gear of the Origin M50 displayed in Lorville. The Prowler should no longer spawn on the landing pads clipped into it or upside down. Fixed an issue causing an extra static train to appear at Lorville and New Babbage, thank God. Partial effects now consistently trigger when parts break off the Prowler due to damage. Customized character period change should now persist correctly in the PU. Character customization button should no longer be unresponsive after saving changes. The Retaliator missile rack should now properly clean up if the ship is destroyed. Player contact should no longer clip through the top of the 350R when getting out of the bed. Players should now be able to make purchasable food using the mobiGlas. Ship should no longer be able to snag another ship in the physics grid, moving it out of desync and allowing access to the cargo. Thank God we've actually had that a few times when I've been playing with the Cobros. Players should now be able to access personal inventory from the pit wheel. Fixed an issue preventing the player from interacting with the Aurora beds. Target the UGFs should no longer be doubled. Fixed VoIP issue that was caught playing getting into the state where proximity and proximity channels can be heard globally after entering another primary channel. Fixed an issue preventing ring direct call audio playing. Temperature alarm should no longer be consistently playing without a helmet. Exit bed animations in the 600i should no longer clip through the ship. Refuel, restock, repair options should now correctly work at Hell L4. Fixed an issue when causing players not to be able to accept or deny friend request after pressing F11. Players should no longer clip through the hull of the ship when exiting the top bunks in the Reclaimer. The glaive should no longer spawn auto-land clipping into the pad. Players should no longer clip out of the Terrapin when getting out of the bed. Fixed character models are being offset when exiting the Carrack's top bunks in crew quarters. Rudo should now correctly reset to the player and have dialogue. Ship should now correctly be impounded when ramming another ship on the landing pad, thank God. Players should no longer clip through the Starfarer's geometry when getting out of the bed. There's a lot of bed clipping, guys. There really is. They fixed a lot of the bed clipping. Cloverworks delivery mission marker should no longer be out of place and not positioned over the target shipping machines. Valkyrie Liberator variant should now be able to hold cargo. Harvest inventory amount should now be displayed correctly on your personal inventory. Fixed LOD issues causing floating geometry on the exterior of the Avenger. FOIP should now work correctly when viewing your character from the selfie camera. Fixed multiple ships, weapons missing fire and impact effects. Fixed an issue that caused players not be able to store harvesters while inspecting them. Fixed an issue that was that could cause Head Nut not to be spawned in prison caves. Fixed an issue that caused Prowler to have large flashing lens flares at the distance. Fixed the missing audio ambience of Lawville CBD. Almost there. Levski Community Kiosks should now populate ships correctly. Players should no longer see the withdrawal of every mission element when the Call to Arms mission is withdrawn. There should no longer be a gap between the detection of the ping blob and the mineable resource marker. Mined turrets should no longer appear out of sync and not move to the other players. Fixed an issue where join leader button would remain in the party window if the party leader joins the PU and then backs to the menu. Fixed an issue where the mole turret slots were labelled as slot 1, so they all were, sorry. Prison PA audio should no longer vanish when a player leaves and returns to prison. Missiles should no longer fire appearing stationary before teleporting to the target. There should be no local or localized text appearing on the prospector's items in the VMAs. Players should no longer spawn into the prison with their current suit and their gear intact. Players should no longer be able to set direct QT routes or skip in between jumps. They fixed 6 client crashes and fixed 6 server crashes. And obviously this is a big thanks to Star Citizen Discord leaks. Obviously, guys, go check them out if you want the up-to-date information. I can't because they banned me, but regardless. But yeah, guys, look, obviously at the end of the day, yeah, it's a lot of bug fixing. It really, really is. It's a good thing because obviously CIG have not been sitting on their butt all week. We've been wondering why there hasn't been a PTU patch. Obviously, this is why they've just gone overboard and like getting all those bug fixed. Now, obviously, when they open it to Wave 1, there's going to be more players. So, obviously, we'll be able to find more bugs. And I want to go through when it goes to Wave 1 and really hammer out those bug reports. So, I'm going to go a little bit ballistic on Issue Council. But at the end of the day, look, yeah, it's a really decent patch. To me, this is a going live to PU patch. Except for the desync. And I don't even know how long Wave 1 is going to be this time. But yeah, we'll have to see. But like I say, guys, realistically, like the Star Citizen Leaks Discord has said, they don't suspect it's going to be coming out this week. I tend to agree with them on that. Although they did say today that it supposedly is because they've been talking to the French community or something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I would expect it to go Wave 1 at the earliest on the weekend, most likely early next week. But obviously when it goes live, we will obviously put up a video. So subscribe or follow my Twitch account because as soon as it goes live, obviously I'll be streaming it. Well, to Wave 1 anyway, I'll be streaming it. Apart from that, guys, obviously if this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.